The Breakup, Part 1. He's standing in the corner of the room, in this dark, empty, frigid, unfamiliar room, and he's a ghost. His face is contorted in my memory, a painful grimace, a weeping broken that floods the room. I remind myself, you can't drown again, you can't drown again, you can't drown again. The drive home is a blur, a kaleidoscope of wet color, a bullet train drenched in the aching, a cold so palpable my teeth chatter. I'm gripping the steering wheel. Oh, my fingers like decaying frostbite, a dead thing becoming inside of me, a mourning. So deep in my throat, my teeth chatter, and I think this is how people die, isn't it? They freeze to death. They speed 80 miles per hour down the highway with their eyes closed and the windows open so the rain can drown them again, drown them again, drown them again. My heart stops at every traffic light and I can't help but to hope that it'll never start up again. And then I am home. It's a collapsing of my body into the ground, a yearning to be of the dirt again. It's standing at my own funeral, a wailing. A true wailing of which I've never heard come from me before. It's his face in the rear view mirror. Red, painful, and betrayed. The image, like a photograph, is pressed to the back of my eyelids, and I am pressed to the floorboards of maybe the living room, maybe the kitchen, maybe the bathroom, maybe the stairs, and I flood this whole house, and while I am sinking, I think, you can't drown again, you can't drown again, you can't drown again. The bear inside of my chest roars against the possibility that something I was protecting was harmed. I feel the rage of my own hubris pull me down into a spiral, feel my claws want to tear out my own throat. How could you do this? I think with the terror that this isn't a dream. You did this, I pray, every moment that I'm awake. He's gone, and it's your fault. Dear Lord, please let this be a nightmare. He's gone. Let me wake up, let me wake up, let me wake up, let me wake up. Part 2. It isn't a dream. I do not tear my own throat apart. I hurt myself in the only way I think is beautiful. I stop eating, stop thinking, stop trying to live. I feel his ghost haunt the empty spaces of my bed sheets, the vacancy in the morning light, the absence spilling over into the passenger seat of a car I fantasize driving off of a bridge. You can't drown again. I play the night over in my head on a glitching film reel. He's blaming me for things I swear I haven't done. He's screaming, "Fuck you!" He's striking, "You don't have common sense!" And I know he's right. I know the truth is I didn't have the capacity to care about his feelings because I stopped caring about my own a long time ago. I know the truth is I didn't love him the way he deserved because I hated myself enough to starve and carve this body until it was so sharp it cut anything that come near. I know the truth is I was a poison that I poured into my own mouth and kissed him goodnight and called that love. I know the truth is that's the only way I've ever been taught how to love. I strike back with the finishing blow. Well, maybe we're just two different people who really love each other and are not meant to be together. He gathers the coffins, looking at the nails, nodding with an urgency that knocks the breath out of me. 3 years of weights lift off of his shoulders. I suffer one last moment of clarity. I won't ask you to take me back, but if you ask me to stay, I won't say no. He doesn't ask me to stay. I pack my bags and prepare for my funeral. Part 3. The days go by like the drive home. I stand in front of every window, trapped in the pains haunting the glass with a terrible sobbing. I sit on the porch and smoke a CBD cigarette. The ones we bought a week ago at the beach, my favorite place, our special place, our secret. Yes, the ones that he looks so devilishly sexy smoking. Yes, the ones that I bought myself because it was my birthday. Yes, I sit on the porch and I smoke and I cry and I try to remember how to feel anything other than the terrible, overwhelming feeling that I might be having a heart attack. I spend the evenings Googling, "Can you die of a broken heart?" I pray that you can, and that it'll happen quickly. Part 4. It doesn't happen quickly. Every minute feels like a decade has passed. The seconds linger into the night, my head as hollow and emptied as my stomach, while it is my chest that heaves with a heaviness I'm convinced may kill me. The bear fighting against my rib cage demands to be felt. I fear this will be my undoing, and the bear, still exhausted and so fucking angry, just wants to protect what is soft and scared. The roaring is too loud to sit in the stillness of the weeping in the wake of my open wounds. I lost what I loved. I lost what I took for granted. I lost what I abused. I lost myself in looking for anything that would make me feel something. And there, in the caverns of all of my aching, I yearn to find the lost cub, the babe wandering in the wounding, and bring her home. Part 5. And here we are now. Found.